Build Android app with AI agents and anti-gravity. So this is the app that I built. Let me tap on the app icon for you to see. So it is water reminder app. Okay, that reminds you to take water every hour or two. So when you tap on the settings icon, you will see that from here, I have the options to come and then do the settings so that I can change the reminder interval. So I'm simply going to clear it and I'm going to select two. Okay, so when I tap on the save, you see that there will be an ads that will be displayed. Okay, so this is a test ads. Okay, so it is to show that my ad mob is working perfectly fine. Okay, so let me close it for you to see. You can also see the test ads under here. Okay, so it means that my app is working perfectly fine and it is really good for AdMob. Okay, so when I come here to the notification and then I tap on this, you can see that it is reminding me to take water. I have option to simply come here and then come and then tap on the +100. So it means that I am taking my water and then the app is functioning perfectly fine. Okay, so let me show you how you can also build your own Android app that you can allow AdMob as well. So we are going to use this platform. Come here to created by me and come and then click on it. So this is the agent that we are going to use to build the Android app. Okay, so simply click on it. It's going to open just like this. I have a complete video showing you step by step how to build this agent inside the video description. Click on it. It's going to bring you right here and come and click on the run. So from here, all that you have to do is simply come and then type in your idea of app. Okay, so mine, it is simply water drinking reminder app. So you type it in just like this. You can even leave it empty and then come and then click on send. Okay, and then the agent is going to give you the full prompt that you are going to use to build your Android app. So as you can see, we have everything right here. Okay, all that you have to do is to simply scroll down to the button, come here to where you have the copy and come and click on copy, and that is it. We have our full prompt. What you have to do next is simply come to Antigravity, come and then open it. Okay, and then from here come and do these settings. Simply come here to the model, click on the down arrow and come and select the correct one. So we are going to use Gemini 3.1 Pro. That is the one that I've been using and it is perfect. Okay, so after making the settings over here, come and then open Notepad and come and paste the prompt, the one that we copied from our agent. Okay, paste it right here and come and save it. So as you can see, we have the full prompt right here. Simply come here to where we have the files, come and click on the files, and then come here to save as and click on it. Come and select desktop. That is the quick place to save it and then name it. Okay, so I'm simply going to name it as water reminder app, leave everything as it is, and come and click on the save. Now we have our prompt save on our computer. We need our Android project, okay, so that we can work with it in Antigravity. And for that, what you have to do is simply open Android Studio, okay, from your system. So this Android Studio, just install it. If you don't have it, I have a full video on how to install it as well. It's going to bring you right here to the Android Studio. And then from here, make sure that you come and select project by clicking on it. And then after selecting project, simply come here to where we have new project and come and click on it. Okay, so after clicking on it over here, come and then click on phone and tablets if it is not selected already. Okay, you are going to see we have all of these activities here. The one that we are going to use is the empty views activity, this one. Okay, come and click on it to select it. So after selecting it, all that you have to do is simply come and then click on the next. Okay, so after clicking on it over here, the empty views activity will come. The first thing is the name. Okay, so the name of your app, simply come and then highlight this and then write the preferred name that you want, just like this. Okay, so this is what I'm going to put there. After that, the package name over here, you have the option to change it. Okay, so the dots, you can change this one. So I'm simply going to remove it and then put in edu, just like this, meaning educate. Okay, I'm going to leave everything as it is. Over here, the save location, you can come and then change it. Okay, so you can come and click on this folder and then you can change the location, but I'm going to leave it as it is. And then the language, so I'm going to leave it as Kotlin, and then the minimum SDK, I'm going to leave it as it is because most people are using that device. Okay, and then the configuration, I'm going to leave it everything as it is, just like this. And I'm simply going to click on the finish. So after clicking on the finish, it's going to import your project inside Android Studio, and you can see the progress bar. You can come and click on it. Okay, you can see the full progress bar just like this. Okay, so you can click on the hide to hide it as well. Over here, you have the build. You can come and click on the build, and you see the whole syncing process. Okay, So as you can see, it is syncing, just allow it to finish. And from here, you can see that the build was successful. It has successfully imported our empty views activity. Okay. And it has finished. Okay. So from here, as you can see, we have our Android structure here. Should I come here to the app and then I click on it, you see that everything is perfectly here. Okay. Good. So now that we have this, what you have to do is simply come and connect to your Android phone to your system using a USB cable. Okay. So just plug it in and you see that your phone name will be displayed just like this. All that you have to do is simply come and then click on the run so that you'll be able to run your app to see that it is working perfectly fine. So from the output, as you can see, the build output, you can see that it's building. Okay. And then you can see that Gradle build running as well. Okay. So all that you have to do is just allow it to finish. So as you can see, it is going to launch on your device. It is going to install the app on your device. Okay, so as you can see the progress. Okay, so just allow it to finish, and then from here you can see that it's finished. But over here you see that Android Studio used the fallback method. When it tried to use the Kotlin compilation, it couldn't. Okay, so use the fallback method. That is why it is showing this error. So just leave it as it's okay. There is nothing wrong with it. So it is going to display hello world on your phone just like this. Okay, and it means that it's working perfectly fine. And then from here, simply come here to the stop app and come and click on stop app. Okay, so now that we have our empty views activity, everything working perfectly fine, come and then copy your package name, highlight it, put the mouse on it, and then right click on it and come and click on copy. Or if you know it already, because you are going to need it as we go along. Okay. And after that, you have to simply come here to the menu, come and click on it. And then from the file, you see that we have all these options right here. Come and then click on save all so that you don't lose your project. Okay. So after clicking on it, you see that it is saving. Okay. So just allow it to finish saving and you can come and then click on the close. You can simply come and click on exit. You see that we have our folder here. That is our empty views activity for our app. And then we can open it inside Antigravity. Okay. So from Antigravity, all that you have to do is to simply come here to the file, come and click on it. And then from the file, you see that we have all these options. Simply come here to the open folder and then come and click on open folder. So from the desktop, that is where you have our empty views activity, the one that we just created. Simply come and then click on it to select it just like this and come and click on select folder. Okay, so after that, it's going to ask you if you trust the folder. Yes, we are the authors of the folder. So come and click on yes, I trust the authors. Okay. And from here, you see that it has opened the folder and we have our Gemini selected as well. And then you can see from the Explore that we have everything that we need to build our Android app now. So what you have to do is that you have to come and then give Antigravity the prompt. And the prompt, we are going to use the one that our agent gave us. Okay, so if you remember, there's the prompt that at the beginning of the video, we just use the agent to generate. Okay, but you have to come and do some settings right here. So simply come and then scroll down to the button. Okay, and then come here to where we have the build instructions, the project path. You need your project path. Okay, the folder that we just created, we need to come and paste the project path right here. So let me show you how to get the project path. All that you have to do is simply come to the folder, just put the mouse on it, right click on it, and come here to where we have the properties and come and click on it. Okay, so from the properties, from the general, you are going to see that we have the location right here. Okay, so simply come and then highlight the whole location, put the mouse on it, right click on it, okay, and come and click on the copy. After that, simply come here to the project path, highlight everything, paste it right here. And then over here, where you have the symbol, come and then highlight the symbol, you copy it, and then come and put it right after the P, just like this, okay? And then we need the name. Okay, so all that you have to do is simply come here to the general. You are going to see that the folder inside the box, you have the name. Come and highlight everything, put the mouse on it, right click on it, and then come and click on copy. So after copying it, simply come and then paste it right after the symbol and all of this. Okay, so all of this makes your project path. So now that we have put in our project path, we need our package name. Okay, so the app name, everything, just leave it as it is. So after that, come here to the package name. All that you have to do is just highlight what is there already, just like this, and paste the package name that we copied right here, just like this, or type it right here. Okay, so after typing or pasting the package name, all that you have to do is that just leave everything as it is, and then over here, simply come here and then highlight highlight the prompt from the top to the button. Okay, so just highlight it from the top to the button, come and put the mouse on it, right click on it, and then simply come here and then come and click on copy. So after clicking on copy, simply come here to anti-gravity and then come and paste the whole prompt inside it just like this. Okay, so after pasting it, as you can see, we have our whole prompt right here. Simply come here, then come and then click on the send button. Okay, so that is all that you're going to do. Anti-gravity is simply going to receive your prompt, okay, and then it's going to give your implementation plan. Okay, so as you can see, it has received the prompt and it has given us implementation plan. So this is the implementation plan. You can find it from the top here, and then over here it gives you everything about how anti-gravity is going to build your app for you. Okay, so you can take your time and then read everything. Okay, and then after reading it, simply come here and then come and then type, please, I have read the implementation plan, so proceed. Okay, the exact same statement, and after that, simply come and then click on the send button. Okay, and that is it. Anti-gravity is simply going to take time and then build your whole Android app for you. Sometimes it's going to ask you to run the project by simply clicking on allow, and that is it. Okay, so when you click on allow, it's going to run the command for you. So anytime it asks you, simply come and then click on allow. Okay, and that is it. Okay, so as you can see from here, it has successfully built our Android app for us. Okay, and it has given us the walkthrough. So you can simply find the walkthrough from the top here. So when you come and click on the walkthrough, you see that from here you have the walkthrough and it has successfully built our Android app for us. Okay. And then one thing is that it has also given us the add mob, that is the ID. Okay. So all that you have to do is simply replace it with your original add mob ID here. And you can simply come and click on accept all. Okay. So that is it. Now all that you have to do is simply save it. So simply come to the file, click on it, and then from all these options, simply come here to save workspace as. Okay, and then from here, simply come and select the desktop. That is the quick place to save projects. And then over here, the file name, I'm simply going to add up to it so that it does not conflict with what I have already. And then the save as, I'm going to leave it as code workspace, and I'm going to click on the save. Okay, so we have successfully saved our project, and as you can see from here, we have saved our workspace. Okay, so all that you have to do is come and click on close, and then we can simply go back to Android Studio. So it's going to open your project. Okay, and then from here, what you have to do is to simply come here to the menu, come and click on it. So all these options will come. Okay, come here to where it says sync project with Gradle files and come and then click on it. Okay, and then from here it is simply going to sync your project for you. Okay, so after anti-gravity has built it, we have to come and sync it. Okay, and then from here you can see the whole process. So you can come and click on the build, and then you are going to see that it is syncing for you. Okay, so just allow it to finish syncing, and all that you have to do is just allow it to finish. Okay, so as you can see from here, it has successfully finished building it, and from here it has finished successfully. Okay, so now we have to test our app to make sure that it's working perfectly fine. So from here, come and then connect to your phone, okay, using a USB cable to your PC. So after connecting, it is going to change to the name of your phone just like this, and I simply come and then click on the run app. Okay, so when you click on it, it is simply going to build and then install on your phone just like this. So as you can see, it is building, and then from here, as you can see, so the Gradle is just building. Just allow it to finish, and then it is going to take some time. Okay, so when it is done, you see that from here, build was successful, and it's going to launch on your phone. So as you can see, launching on device. So you can simply see from here that it has successfully installed on our phone, and it's going to show, the app is going to show on your phone. So all that you have to do is simply take time and then play with the app to see that the ad mob is also working perfectly fine. Okay, so this is the test ads and it's working perfectly fine. So now that we know that it is working perfectly fine, you can simply come here and come and click on the stop app. Okay, so when you click on it, it's going to stop, and then now we can build our APK. So simply come here to the menu, click on it, and then you see that from the top we have the build here. Okay, and then from the build, from the option, simply come and then click on generate app bundles or APKs, and then come and click on generate APKs. Okay, so it is going to build your APK for you so that you can install it right on your phone offline. Okay, so as you can see, it is building it, and all that you have to do is just allow it to finish the build. So as you can see from here, it has successfully built our APK for us. And then from the build, it has finished and it was successful. So to find your APK, simply come to the notification icon, click on it, and it's going to open it. Okay, so from here, as you can see, build was successful. And then to locate your APK, all that you have to do is simply come and put the mouse on the locate and come and click on it. Okay, so after clicking on it, it is going to open where you have your APK located. So all that you have to do is to simply come here, come and then put the mouse on it, right click on it, and then come and click on copy, and you can send it to your phone. Okay, so after clicking back on the notification icon, it's going to leave it, and then now you have to save it. So come to the menu, click on it, and then from here simply come here to save, or come and click on it, and you are going to see that it is going to save the project. So after it finishes saving it, all that you have to do is to simply come here to the close option, come and click on it, and then you can simply come and then click on exit. Now let's install our APK on our phone. So from where I have saved it, I have saved it at my internal storage. So I'm going to go to File Manager, tap on it, and then from here to All Files, I'm going to tap on it, and then from the internal storage, I'm going to tap on it. When I scroll down, you see that I have my APK here. I'm going to tap on it to install it. So it is going to ask me to install. I'm simply going to tap on Install button, and as you can see, it is going to install. But since it's a new app, Play Protect is going to ask me to scan it. Okay, but I'm not going to scan it. There's nothing wrong with it. So I'm going to go to Show More or More Details and come and tap on Install without scanning. That is it has finished installed, and I can come and tap on Open, and you can see that my app is working perfectly fine. Okay, so it is water reminder app. It reminds me to take water every hour or more. So I'm going to tap on the settings, and from here I can come and do the settings that I prefer. Okay, so I can simply change the reminder interval, okay, to 1. Okay, and after that I can simply come here to where we have the save, and I can tap on save, and then you can see that my test add mob ad is working perfectly fine. Okay, so all that you have to do is simply replace it with your actual add mob ID, and that is it. You are good to go. So as you can see, it's working perfectly fine. So like the video, and then see you in my next video.